And he will do it again for you. Will do it again. You know what? Let I leave the singing alone. Oh, you do welcome. Oh, how are you? Ah, ah. Rough road, rough road, rough road, rough road. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome. Why, Sir Errol? Good night, good evening.
Good night, morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are,
Sir,
guys.
Sir
We are
Errol.
here. Huh?
Oh, Sir Errol. Sir Errol,
Are you here? I'm hearing you. You're not hearing me?
we are hearing you now. We weren't hearing you before.
Okay. Yes, I was saying, good night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, guys. Welcome. We are back here on the stage to discuss the
Oh,
wonderful. It doesn't matter where we stand in it and or where our emotions are. It's still a wonderful game called cricket. And our involvement, the West Indies, that is in the T20 World Cup presently going on there.
boy. Yeah, yeah. Um, I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. To all the people who are here, welcome. I mean, what can I say? I don't see Bell fans. Where's Bell fans? Bell fans usually be the first person over here. Salim. Win the Fantic. What I said, out of the time. The people that easy that. Ah boy. Ah boy. So how was it for you, man? How was it? I was watching it with my
Um,
here.
disappointed,
Mm-hmm.
disappointed, but I felt better than the previous match. Yes, we lost. We didn't make it through to the semi-final, and yes, that's a disappointment. This was a chance, But what I take from it is that we performed better than the last time. And as yes, I think some things that were not right, some things were not, some things that we spoke about probably impacted or yes in the game in one way or another. But the bowling was and in the last game, although we did make a lot of runs in the last game, I did say it that we are chastising, seem to be putting all the blame on the batsmen and not well and not so much on the bowlers. And I said the bowlers were equally or probably more to be blamed in terms of not getting not making the previous game more competitive. And it highlighted here once more a deficiency in our bowling unit in not making the game more competitive.
Well, from the time we play South Africa and I saw South Africa chase our run for nothing and our bowling unit didn't stand up, I lost confidence. I must be honest with everyone. And so today when we make the 195 or 196 there, I was saying we still need some more runs. We still need some more runs. You know, it was the bowling unit usually carry us, and now it's not. I don't know
What
what happened.
overs? How many overs they take to make it? They took to make it.
It came down to the last. It was the last over.
Last over. Okay.
Yeah, it was six ball 7 runs.
I'm
Six
saying.
ball 7 runs, and the first ball was a six, and
Mm,
so they only need 1 run, and the match
mm.
basically finished. I mean,
I would have said that the 220 thereabout, and that was the number. I said 220.
mm,
That was because at least would give a bowler some chance. I spoke about our bowlers getting us out of jail in those matches, in those games. which it mean that I was blaming the batsmen. But
Mm-hmm.
once we came up with a more competitive, a team of a higher caliber and playing, performing well, we realized that is not only the bowling department, not only the batting department, but the bowling department was also weak, not coming to the fore. It was displayed. It opened us up. It showed us up, in the South Africa game, and again, it showed up. Although I think that they would have more chance, they would give more chance if we had made the next 20 or 30 runs. So all in all, we were we apart from some technical, some the way the tactical approach again, some things came out to the fore positive. In chase, I did make mention, my last night. I said that chase there, although I didn't have him as opening, I said my chase there for me is the batting. He's going to be that person to help with the batting. My role for him is not even as a bowler. You remember you scoffed at it when I said, no, I don't
Yeah,
want you to
yeah,
use him as a
yeah,
bowler.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, that chase, contrary to what I think some person think, and I think our own beloved Sammy there is one of them, that think that only sixes can win games. You have to go out there and hit a lot of sixes. We are known for that. Our West Indies is known for that. But the test thing, West Indies entered the ICC. They dominated test for some years, 15 years. They came and the T50 format, they did win two. They won two championship in the earlier stage of the T20. They dominated it. And I'm wondering if this format of the game is leaving the West Indies too. Whereas people are coming and taking over what West Indies once dominated, whichever format it is. I'm wondering now if West Indies now came dominate. Well, I wouldn't say they dominated it, but they were forced to reckon with in this format of the game. I'm wondering now if the world has caught up and has taken over and they are left behind again, as in the other formats.
Yeah, the world caught us. The world caught us. I mean, yeah, yeah. Something that the West Indies usually do and be successful in T20. The world has caught us, and they have modified our. If you notice our approach, if you notice today, even how the opener Samson bat, he didn't go for any big flashy shot. He was timely, and in the end, he bat right through, made 97, and in the end, you, I mean, his inning was not noticed. In the, I was the one on the saying we need to get rid of him because I saw it. He was anchored, but he was. You see, like Hetmyer going for the six and going for four. He wasn't doing that. He was just there, timely, playing the bad ball. If the four come, the four come. If the single come, the single come. If that come, it's yeah, man, and carry his team
Yes,
right
and
through.
that's yes, the approach and so on. I would have said that, rotation of strike is paramount, is important. As I said, Chase would be that person in the middle. I didn't have him as opening. Somebody had mentioned that Chase, and I said, yes, maybe that's a good. But to not to play him, and so what that would be wrong. That, in my view, that would not be right, not to play him entirely, to drop him. And it is now shown that a person, and I go back to our beloved Sammy again, thinking that we should just sixes is the way to go. Not because it's a format. It has proven before with Bennett from Zimbabwe. It has proven in other batsmen. This one who opened and he didn't. He was cautious. The bad ball will come. I don't care how good a bowler you are. A ball or two you will bowl bad, and if course that can be dispatched for your four and maybe a six, and so on. And the approach of the Indians, the opener in this case, Samson, shows that you don't have to hit the ball at ball one in the first ball or the first over or the power play and so on. We had 45 coming out of the power play. It's not high, but guess what? What was different today with that power play? Tell me first thing that what was different about this power play. We lost the
We
game.
didn't we didn't lose any wicket. We
What I
we,
have
we
been echoing for days now, what I have been saying.
yeah, we hold our wickets.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've held our wickets intact. And we came out of it, although the power play, people wanted it to be the 6, 7, and whatever amount. but we didn't lose a wicket, and we were in a better. To me, when when we lose wicket, we are on the back foot coming out of the power play. And I mentioned about Hetmyer coming in after the power play and all of that. I think was unfortunate and so on in what way he was out and all of that. But it has shown that cricket is T20 cricket is not only about hitting sixes. And Sammy has something to contribute to the way the West Indies are playing their cricket. I think Sammy has contributed. Of course, he's the coach, so there everything, most of it is going to be around him. Is going to whatever instruction. He doesn't realize that 10 years ago when he won it as a captain, his T20 cricket is playing differently now. It's not when he won it 10 years ago as a captain. You can't 60 way into winning all the time. You can't 60 way into a power play all the while, and 60 way out of you can't. It's not going to happen because people are caught up and have programmed themselves, have a tactical approach, and are winning games that the West Indies, if they change their approach to how they play T20 cricket, it would be different. It would bring a different result.
Yeah, yeah. Boy, it was, it was, it was. I don't know. It was a genius move. It worked out with Chase opening. It worked out with Chase opening, right? We didn't lose any wicket. Chase came in. But as I said in my video, I thought that Hope was gonna be the one who would bat through and be the aggressor. So on, is the senior opener,
It's
right?
something apparently because Hope is usually more aggressive and so on. So unless it is something that instruction, and I said we should not be too structured in our approach how we play this T20. Apparently, because Hope is usually more aggressive. He's not the one who get the singles and rotate. Hope is the one who usually, even with himself and King, Hope is the one who is normally the more aggressive of the two. And
Mm-hmm.
then can consider that Chase is there with him now. You wouldn't have thought in any given way, and anybody, if somebody had come and said Chase would be the more aggressive of the two, you'll be telling them that they're lying. And that
Yes.
was the case. So I take it to mean that he was batting under instruction. That's the only thing I could say.
But I was really disappointed because, as I said, I thought that Chase would be the one holding and and Hope go. Apparently, it turned around. Chase made 40 runs, 25 off 25 ball, 5 fours and 1 6. Um, he batted well. He batted well. Disappointed with Hope.
Yeah,
Hope
Chase
really
has a
kill
place
us.
there in the team. Chase has a
Hmm?
place in the team in any format. He has a place there. Yes, people are going to say, oh, he's a test batsman and all of that.
Mm.
For West Indies, probably need some of those batsmen inside to galvanize, to solidify there. The solidification don't have to come from in the middle, when we're losing wickets, If you have somebody who bats through, this Samson, the Bennett of Zimbabwe, if somebody
Mm-hmm.
can bat through, you don't have to have two aggressive batsmen opening. You don't have to have two aggressive batsmen in the power play. You don't have
Right.
to have two aggressive batsmen at any given time in the middle of the batting order. One complements the other. If one can be there at the other end to hold the wicket intact, to not be so risky, and so on. If we have somebody with hope before today's game, like a chase to hold one end. If we have somebody like maybe somebody else to bat with Hetmyer there. So at one end, Hetmyer will be going, and the other end, he's held with wicket, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
We need these batsmen in West Indies T20 cricket now, because the world has caught up, has figured out the West Indies approach to T20, and not and because of that they're dominating West Indies whenever they come up against them, because they have figured them out. That is only 6-1 to 6 their way into winning T20 matches.
Yeah, boy, people, as I said, is disappointed. Shea Hope at the top. 32 from 33 ball really was Shea Hope, he didn't come to the party none at all. I mean,
So he reversed the role
hmm?
of Chase. He reversed the role. Because Chase would
Yes,
have won if any one of the two, if somebody told you that two batsmen were there and Hope and Chase was there, and they said one make 32 of 33. Which one? If you didn't see the game, which one would you have thought
yeah.
that made?
Which one? Which one
It
was
would have
it?
been Chase if you
Yeah,
hadn't seen the game.
no doubt I would say, but Chase do
You
that,
know,
you
it
know?
bats slow and all of that, you see?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
as I say, it has to be off instruction. I think it's off instruction why he bat it this way.
Sir Errol, one of the biggest controversial move down there. It was all over the net after. We're going right through Hetmyer. You saw the Hetmyer incident or the Hetmyer
No, I
controversy?
heard of it. I heard of it. I didn't. I heard of it. I
Boy,
didn't see.
a lot of things. People are saying Hetmyer out. People are saying it's not out. It's all over social media. And I think what they are saying is that that was the turning point of the game.
But the
Because
digital images and all of that wouldn't have what
a
happened.
lot of things, some people when they drew it up, they're saying it's a thin edge of the bat, while they're saying it touches pocket.
Yeah, but
And you know,
the bat was near his pocket. The bat was near his pocket.
I would say yes, yes, but
If it was
you
near,
know
then
what?
it's likely that that happened.
Once it's going through and it touch anything, it's gonna move.
Yes, I know it give an indication there that it touches something. What I'm saying, and that's why I
Right.
want to know if the
So
bat was near his pocket.
right. So I mean that was what really break it. And the thing is, although Hetmyer, he appealed right away. He appealed when the umpire gave him out. He appealed right away. He was when they say he was out, he was disappointed and coming out even after half the field and so on. We lost Hetmyer, but it's still out there. Still out there. Say some people, as I said, believe that he was
Mhm.
cheated unfairly in giving out and so.
And a
But
person like that, yeah, he's an
yeah,
integral part of the person
he was
batting.
in his
So that's a
stride. He
turning
was in
point,
his stride.
impacted on the game. That decision
Crucial,
there.
a crucial wicket at a crucial time. I mean, he was about it was what, 21 from 12 thereabout. He was in his stride, man. He was set,
And you
ready
see
ready
what
to go.
happened is in the past where he would have been the recipient of some bad catches or drop chances and all of that. You see how life goes? Now he's on he's on the end of the stick in that very poor decision, maybe, unfortunate. That's all this that's all life is.
Yeah. And it's all in the game. As I say, we talking and going through. Shamar Joseph. Shamar. It's hard to say, but I just believe Shamar is not a T20 bowler.
I don't think he was. I don't think
Hmm.
he is. Um, However, he had shown, as I say, the first two games that he played, he was bowling. To me, his bowling has deteriorated as the tournament progresses.
Yeah, instead
Uh,
of getting better, it got worse.
to me, yes, he was bowling when he just even that game in Scotland.
Yeah.
Even that game in Scotland, you remember how he played?
Hmm.
Even coming into the T20, the World Cup. You understand? You
Yeah, he
remember
ball
how he
good
was
coming
going
in.
Yorker length and all of that, bowling out batsmen, although they are lower order batsmen, where he was
Right.
yorking, I mean, bowling them out and so on.
Hmm.
Those Yorker delivery. I think his control, his bowling control has gone off as instead of improve as the tournament progresses, and it has shown him up that he's really not one for the T20.
Boy, Shamar, he
He's not
bowled a
learning.
good. Yeah, he bowled a good. His first over was good, but after that, and I mean right through the tournament, even before this match, I was wondering if they would drop him, but he didn't turn up. Another person, well, someone said there in the chat that why you play Hussein and you just bring in him and give him 2 over. But well, I don't know. None of the bowlers them was there to say, bowl me through or yeah.
You would have heard me talk about wickets, different
Mm.
wickets. That T20 is like a test wicket is supposed to be different, prepared different from a 50 over wickets, and a T20 wicket is supposed to be prepared different. You would have heard me mention about the wickets should not be prepared to favor a bowler or a batsman or a
Mm-hmm.
bowler, whether it's spin or pace. And I did mention about some games. The games where the spinners got between them, they got something like 15 wickets or something like that. Even the one the 2 recent games were like that. This game today is one of the better, all the beat that West Indies lost, one of the better T20 wickets. That's what a T20 game is supposed to be played on. It more or less favors the batsman. If there's only going to favor anybody, not spin, pace, but if it's going to favor any particular department of the game, it is the batting. It should favor. This wicket that was prepared apparently is to favor the batsman. So if you're going to get wickets and you're a pace bowler, you have to put it the best in. It requires your best. If you're going to spin on it as spin bowler, you have to do it properly, do it well to your best ability to impact on it. And this
Mm-hmm.
wickets that was there today that they played on is easily, can say, yeah, it should be a total less than 220 is a touch and go. A total on this wicket, if you're going to bat first, and less than 220 or 230. A wicket like this, because it's a batting wicket, um, you have to put a total that when they're turn at batting, it put them under pressure. It puts them under pressure. They have to know that from ball one, they have to get going from ball one. You can't be crew comfortable. You can't, and that's I think the 200. They realize if they come and hit the occasional boundary, occasional six, that will come. They have to slug their way as the West Indies do, to reaching this 195, and that's what they did. Look at the approach of Samson, and you will realize that.
Nobody there to defend us the bowling. No one. I mean, it was a situation where we are looking to one of the bowlers. Romario Shepherd, he gave us 5 in the first match against Scotland, but right through the tournament we hear him have niggling injuries, and boy, Shepherd didn't turn up at all again.
Are you
Um,
sure he doesn't have injuries problem? You're sure that he has got someone
no,
leave?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right through the tournament, from the Scotland game, you hear niggling injuries, niggling. You have some, So that's what I'm saying. We cannot even we don't know what to say with Romario Shepherd. But here's the call here's what I'm asking. Who would we give the last over to? Who would you throw the ball to as a captain?
I'm saying, what have
Yeah.
I been saying in the last about our deck bowling? What have I been saying?
Yeah, the dead bowling
He said we don't have. He say I had. Remember I told you about Holder and
uh-huh.
what I think that he has not for me as a bowler maybe, and how he hasn't come on his experience, his present there as an experienced statesman. Remember I said it.
Mm-hmm.
I also said Shamar, because when he just started the Scotland game and some earlier, he showed me that he could be that. It has shown recent times that showed me that, and that game against, believe it or not, Zimbabwe. I mean, the Zimbabwe game I made mention of. That game
Mm-hmm.
is showed me that we don't have anybody to bowl the last 4 overs. It showed me. Remember, they got 40 odd in the last 2 overs or 3 overs, something like that. And I came out furious at it, and people were saying, "Oh, they won the game, man. And win is a win, and be so hard on them and all of that." I know that the time would come when this type of bowling, the Dwayne Bravo type of bowling, would be needed, and we don't have that bowler. So I don't know. You have to say any, mini, miny, more and give one of them, because there is nobody can bowl the last two over there.
Boy, I tell you, hope throw the ball to Shepherd. You know, boy, it was rough because you see, we are here, and I'm asking the question, you know, and I'm saying to myself, who would I throw that ball to? Who would we throw this ball to? Who do we throw it to Matthew Ford? Who we throw it to Akeem Hussein? Because they have a one over lead, you know. Who do you throw it to Jason Holder? Who do you throw this ball to?
Nobody can put their finger up and say, I deserve it. Nobody, based on how they have been playing, and I've been talking about not having that. You understand? It's not gone are the days when we have the Dwayne Bravo. We know that's okay, the last over. That last over there, Dwayne Bravo would have gotten it. Instead, he's there coaching. He's there telling our opponents off the ball in Guinea and so on. We don't seem to have the right approach to play cricket. We're different for everybody. What we use is, I'm not saying that we use coaches are not good, but we don't get the cream of the crop to be our coaches. The best batsmen who perform in the West Indies and the best bowlers who perform in the West Indies, they are not on our coaches' bench. They're not there. Instead, other team has them, and so on. So I'm not saying that these batting coaches and the bowling coaches that we have, they are not good and they don't cover. But we need the best bowling T20 bowler. Dwayne Bravo should have been there as our bowling coach, not as another team, telling another player who opposed to us how to bowl the slow ball. Dwayne Bravo should be there telling our bowlers how to bowl the slow, how to disguise it. Another coach should have been there telling our batsmen the approach, how to approach a game and all of that.
Boy. Boy. Tell me, I dropped the link there. Most people are saying, boy, they would give the ball to Ford. At the back end there, so in the depth.
You think any other team had this problem? You think India has a problem as to who to give the last over to? You think England has a problem if that time come and they need 10 they need to contain 10 runs in the last over? You think England have a problem with it? You think South Africa has a problem with that? Why? You know why they don't? You know why they don't? They have people train. They have people practice in session to bowl deck overs. They have people go out there and they have a spot and they should bowl jump on that spot 3 or 4 times in a over. And those are the ones who, when that time of the game comes, because it will come, you know, it will come. That time of the game come, the ball is going to be thrown at that person because that person has been in the net practicing how to bowl the Yorker length and the slow ball and all of those. West Indies approach don't seem to be there. They don't have that approach, and that's why they were wondering who to give. They shouldn't, at that stage of the game, you know who to give that ball to. West Indies bowling attack is like any, mini, miny, mo. You have to toss a coin to see who gets it.
People, the link is there. The link is right in the comment section. Come on the show and talk to us. All right. To tell you the truth, you said that a thing a while ago. You asked the question if England or India would know who to give. Boy, I tell you, the way the India captain used Bumrah today was amazing. Amazing. And the way he bowled him, he gave him what? 1 in the power play or so on. And he hold him back. He hold him back, you know, for the last 5. He hold him back for the last 5. And what he did, every time West Indies seemed like they were going off.
They call him in. They call him in. That's it. That's it. That's his role. That's his role. He's the most economical bowler they have. He's the #1 rated. He's one of the most economical bowler. The previous game, I think he bowled 4 overs for 15 runs or something like that. Whereas they could have utilized him in the power play, but they don't want to have their vulnerable. They bowl not that vulnerable when they come down to. Remember, our batting era is deep.
Yeah.
So they don't want to. So they make sure they bowl him one there, hold it off. So they methodically, tactically use him. So anytime we look like our scoring rate is going up to 9 or 10, they said, no, you need the man who to contain it. And they put him on another over. And they put him off. Okay, yes, the scoring rate come down. And anytime. So the manager is bowling, and maybe 3 times he had to bowl.
Yeah, man, it was amazing the way how they manage him, how they deal with it and so on. And I, I I said something. You see, take England. England, you know that you have a Rashid over there, right? Um, a a a Bumrah for India. What I keep saying, and I heard they say, we don't have an X factor bowler.
Correct.
We don't have a bowler who. That is why Chase throw the ball to Shepherd, you know. As they said, it did not because if it come down to this, I'm sure I may be saying this. If it come down to India, India may throw the ball to Bumrah and say,
Yeah,
deal
that's
with
it.
this for it.
But again, guess what? Although you don't have that status of a bowler for your team, that because most teams have one, you can improve on what you have. You can improve on what you have. What happens? What happens is that
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
okay. What happens that you have you
Okay,
train
all right.
enough
I
time is
can
there.
WhatsApp it to you.
Sorry about that, audience, viewers. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes, as I
What?
was saying. What happened is that I think what West Indies can do is, although they don't have that prior to the World Cup,
Okay,
what
what time you
I
want it?
think can be done or should have been done is to have a bowler, have a Jason Holder, have a Shamar Joseph, as a Matthew Ford or a Shepherd. Just pick out 1 or 2 of these bowlers, have them in the net, because you know that they will require this type of bowling is required. So although they are not there and bowling it, you're going to train them, put them in the nets, put it ball on a spot, put a spot there. Some people use they said in the ground they put a bottle stopper, a cap there, and so on, and they are to hit it. No batsman
I'll do
there.
it right now. I'm finished.
You have to hit it every time you bowl. You are to hit it or go close as possible. That's the Yorker length and so on. So when this time of the game comes around and so on, these bowlers that have been training to bowl this way, at this format, at this
Yeah,
stage
no
of the game, should be given that ball. So you wouldn't be here saying,
okay,
should
no
I give
problem. I'll get it to you, man.
Moti? Should I give Chase? No, you should know right away who to give that ball
All
to.
right, no
So
problem.
unless that preparation was not done,
Mm.
it is likely that you will be in a quagmire as who to give the ball and so on. Yes, I was here saying, Mr. Host, while you were away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That
Sorry about that, people. That's a very important call that I have to
yes,
take.
yes, I realized it had to be.
Yeah, yeah.
That although we didn't have that bowler that get the wicket, that Ashwa, we don't have the Asha. We don't have the one from England, the spin bowler. We don't have the
That's good.
Bumrah. We can not create them, but we can have in our bowling unit that person to bowl the deck ball, that deck over, that last over or 2, in that
Yes.
you have them there in the training.
Yes,
Identify someone who is. So
yes.
we did Shamar Joseph also. Apparently, this was not the case. And as such, when you reach this stage of the game, you're wondering who to bowl. And that's what happened. You should
Who to
have
give.
somebody prepared to bowl this last over.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. In other words, we weren't prepared for it. So it came down to this, and Chase said, "Okay, Shepherd, you bowl it," and we saw what happened. It was
You remember how upset I was with those last overs that they got 40 odd runs off them in
yes,
the
yes,
Zimbabwe, although we won, and I said, guys, we should have from 103 for 9 or what something like that.
Yes.
And they made 40 odd, and I was upset.
One man stood up and batted out. Yes, yes.
And they were saying that, oh, Evans, I think Evans, they say he's a good batsman, man. Yes, he's good enough. Look here.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a bowler who is bowling Yorker length, I don't care who the batsman is, but you're not supposed to be in 2 overs, 40 odd runs. I don't care who that batsman is. If you're going to bowl well on the Yorker length, because a Yorker length ball, a good Yorker length ball cannot be hit for 6,
Mm-hmm.
A good Yorker length ball. I'm not talking any Yorker length, because some of them, the batsman will approach, will chip, call it in nowadays, they said chip to the bowler. So they premeditate that he's going to bowl a Yorker, so he make it into a full toss by that stage.
Yeah.
That can be hit for a 6. But a Yorker length delivery, well disguised, cannot be easily hit for a 6, and so on. These are things that that Dwayne Bravo would teach them.
It really sad though. It really sad, and you don't practice for these things. 1 over 7 runs, you know. It's like a super over. It came down to that, like say, boy, that's super over. So who you give this ball? And I don't think Romario was the right. Romario Shepherd was the right choice. You couldn't give.
You
You
couldn't give it to
couldn't give.
anybody. You
Eh?
can't say anybody was the right one. I don't think anybody would be the right one, because we don't have that bowler.
You
Suppose
can't
we had
give
given it
Shamar.
to, suppose we had given to Shamar Joseph. Suppose we had given
You
to
couldn't
Shamar
give
Joseph.
Shamar. You couldn't give
Well,
Shamar.
suppose we had given to Shamar Joseph and the man they hit too. What you'd have said? You'd be here saying you should have given to Matty Ford. And if we give it to Matty Ford and he hit whatever, you say, oh, say is the experienced bowler in Holder they should give it to. So because we haven't identified that bowler to bowl it over, it would be given to anyone. I'm not going to tear down anyone here. I'm telling you, because they're not prepared, as you said, for this last over or 2.
Ah boy. Rough.
Because there's nobody bowling well for them to say you should have given it. No, they're on par. Everybody is just on the same level as far as I'm concerned. No one is so much better. There is no bowler in the West Indies bowling attack now that is so much better than the others. That's the whole truth of the matter.
Body
Am
on
I
the
right?
same. Everybody on the same. Yeah. So Errol, put yourself. You're a farmer cricketer. Put yourself in Johnson Charles' shoes, right? You hear that then dropping the opener. You are an established opener. No? You hear that they dropping King, and they make a opener today. How you feel? Tell me how you feel.
I'm telling you, man, I will be so distraught. It's not funny. And they say that, and to know that is my countryman, is the manager for the team. It's my compatriot.
They make a opener, you know. They make chase, you know. And I am here sitting
as a specialist opener.
And a specialist opener who open for St. Lucia Kings, who open for franchise TPL, and I am here.
And they take somebody who is batting lower in the order to make him open and still don't play me as a specialist. And not only that, at the press conference in the earlier stage when they asked the compliment, the composition of the team and the role that each player made were there for, it was stated that Charles was a backup keeper and a backup opener. They say he's a reserve opening batsman and a reserve wicket keeper.
Okay. Why? You know, boy, I tell you, it's really rough. I'm just saying in myself, I don't think I could deal with it, brother. Because
no,
if I hear that,
it's going to be hard. And I think Sammy now is known for it, and I'm going to question. You see, when he make good decisions, this I am there to credit him. And so whenever he make good decision, and some of these decisions are the way West Indies play. I'm crediting them for them. Probably it's not. Because those games that they won, maybe it's not his undoing. Maybe it's just a team just play on their ability, and there's no tactical approach. It's not based. Those victories were not based on tactical approach. I'm now thinking, apart from the change that he made with Chase there and so on. Because I can't understand how he's making, he made those, whatever, if they were a good decision, good tactical approach, way to plan and put and they affect them, and to make these blunders now. I don't understand.
Oh boy. I mean, it's tough. We have Agas. Agas, welcome. We have Agas here.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Agas,
Yes,
talk to us.
nice,
Yeah.
Agat. Good night. Good where you are now is midday, almost 11 o'clock or so
Yes,
there.
yes. Midday, sir. You're doing good.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
What? No, not good. Sammy followed what you said and put Chase. I think it was Treasure who said that too. That and they made Chase opener. So they follow at
Yeah.
least they followed your instruction.
And he did quite well. I saw at one point he had what 30 of 16 balls.
Yeah. No, 25 and 40, I think something like that.
Yeah, no, but I
60
saw him at
balls.
one
Yeah.
point. He was striking almost 200. You know, when he had 30, I think King, not King. What's that the guy's name? Hope. Shy Hope was just pulling him back there, but you know.
Yes, yes.
So Sir Errol, I was listening to you about you were talking about Bravo, and I fully agree with you because even when it came to South African coaching, right? I always wondered why they never bring like a Jack Cullis, like a Gary Kirsten, you know, Sean Pollock, Arnold Donald, because these guys played the game, they performed at the peak of the level of the game, and it's like I was listening to Dwayne Bravo. He was on a show on a podcast with Moin Ali and Adil Rashid, and he was saying he will not get involved because of the West Indies cricket board
We have lost you. We have lost you, Agat. You have to reconnect there, post. We lost him.
Agas. Agas, sort out the net. Agas, he's still there,
Yes, but he's not, so you'll have to just continue, proceed until he rejoin.
Agas, yeah, here? Oh, he's not here. He's here.
Let's proceed.
Mario, Sammy deserve his credit. No realistic person are them even to make the Super 8. Why we keep on saying this, people? Why? Why we keep on saying that? You feel it on a serious note? You feel like the West Indies overachieve?
What? Can I comment on that?
Yeah.
No realistic person had them even to make the Super 8. No, you tell me you're in a group with Scotland and you're in a group with Nepal.
No,
And
man,
you're in a group with you're in a group with Italy and England, and no realistic person want you to leave that group with those teams. You tell me now. I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
No, Mario. That's worth saying a lot of things. I got
They
to back with us.
They were in a group, the weakest group and you didn't expect them to exit that group, and they were in the weakest group in at the T20 Tour Cup there, and you don't expect them to leave that group. It's unthinkable.
Agas, are you here with us?
guys, there was a connection issue.
All right, go. Yeah, man, go ahead.
I was saying Dwayne Bravo was in a podcast with Moin Ali and Adil Rashid not too long ago, and he was explaining why he doesn't want to get involved, and he spoke a lot about the West Indies cricket board. I don't want to get too deep into it, but apparently there's problems there, and there's
yes,
no.
there are problems. There are politics there, and we know that.
Yeah,
we know the fact, Yeah.
So I don't know who's wrong and who's right, but he says these guys they don't even want a reason. So like I said, so it's sad, because we've got the similar problem in South Africa, where they don't choose the best team. They have a system called the quota system, so they have to have a certain amount of players of color and all that, so they don't ever pick the best team.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily the best team that is picked is selected at any given time.
Yes. Oh. And it's only through injury that Tristan Stubbs and Ryan Rickelton got a place, and the coach got what he wanted. But it's not up to the coach; it's up to the board. So they have their rules. So yeah, and the thing is, right? Okay, with the bowlers, right? I understand also they don't have the facilities like India and England and stuff, But as an individual cricketer, you should have the passion and fire to say, listen, I want to do well for my country. Because end of the day, you can there are many ways where you can practice your skills. If you're a professional sportsman, you can go out there and actually practice and get your skills in order. Because if you look at it as well, you can't say no, finance is a problem, because let's look at it. There's so many leagues around the world now. It actually would push you to do well. So I feel if I was a professional cricketer now, I would want to do my best and be the best. And looking at Shamar Bowl, so many lakeside deliveries, so many missed Yorkers. You got to be better than that.
Yeah.
I don't. The fact that there are a lot of T20 leagues all over the world, and probably that is our that is our downfall, because they are geared to getting these financial resources, these payouts, and I don't know if the case of Puran is not performing well, but he thinks that I think that he can still earn, and some of the past players did it so, where they were the priority was these leagues, T20 leagues all over the world, and the patriotism, that closeness, that thing that is pride to your country was secondary. The money was a factor, and so it has played. So it's so strange that you said that, but that was probably what caused our downfall. Because of these T20 leagues, they would go and play in these leagues and get financial rewards, and as such, they didn't feel that playing for the West Indies was so much important anymore.
Yeah, that's true, and that's why with Quinton de Kock as well, he as well, he started falling down. His performances started getting very bad, and I think that's the only reason he came back in a way. Yes, he wants to win the World Cup, but you could see franchise leagues weren't willing to buy him for a lot of money. So he said, hey, you know what? I'm actually not performing, and I realize that I need international cricket. So It's the same with Puran. He's also dipping now. But you see, that's the thing with leagues. I don't know if you noticed this, right? A batsman can come play 1 out of 5 innings and score 30 or 15 balls. Oh, he's a good player.
Repeat.
So he doesn't.
Repeat that, I guess. Repeat what you just said.
No, I'm saying a batsman now, right, doesn't have to be of the highest quality. I mean, in these leagues, they can come and make 30 or 15 balls, right? They can do it once in 5 matches, and it doesn't matter. They'll still get a good contract.
Oh, that's the case, though.
Yeah, So you don't even have to be a top echelon of the game. You could just have a history of playing well, and even if you're underperforming, it's because of your history. We keep you in a game because it's of advertisements and stuff. Hey, we got Nicholas Puran. We got a Chris Gale,
Yeah.
So how did you see the game, sir? What did you think went wrong there?
Yes, as you had said last night, that he could try Chase on the opening slot. He did play that role. He played well, and we go back to hitting sixes. Sammy, I can't stop calling his name because I think he has contributed. He could have done more. Let me not bash him so badly, but he could have done more in the tact, his approach to the game and all of that, in having King played so many games. But here now, this one, you had a Chase, a promoted Chase in the order. And as I said, Chase is known as the one who solidified the innings, but the solidification don't have to be there in the middle of the batting. You can also start it where you have somebody to hold one in, as we would call it, my days of playing, you hold somebody to hold one in. It's not the aggressive bat. But apparently what happened is that the role shifted. Cope there as the captain, he assumed that role as the one who was holding one in. I just, for my life of me, I'd have to think that is some instruction from the changing room that caused that. It can't be because Chase is not known as a hitter. Chase is known as the one who will get the ball in the circles, get the ball the 1s and 2s and the occasional 4. And he was not playing that role, especially in the latter part of his innings. It was Hope was playing it. And that's why I said that probably we would probably get more in the power play. Instead of the 45, we would get probably a 55 or so. So Hope wasn't playing his usual role, and probably that contributed to we making less than 200, as it turned out.
Yeah, I think you're correct about that because I mean, this guy, what he made 33 of 34 balls.
Yeah,
Uh,
something to the effect. He had more than you had more
Thir-
balls than the amount
thir-
of runs, and that is not hope.
thir-
That sounds
32
like
from
chase to me.
32 from 33.
now, how many overs is that, guys? That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying how many overs that is, you know?
He wasted 17 that ball.
Almost three, 6-3. But it's a lot of overs that he wasted.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm
yes,
saying. And
yes,
by at least by 15 balls, you know, you should be able to accelerate.
almost six
You know,
overs that.
yeah. So I'm not sure you're right. Could be because normally, I mean, Hope doesn't play that way. You know, I watch him on
No, that's what I'm
SA20. He doesn't
saying,
play that way.
and that's why I'm saying it's apparent that and I can only say it's apparent because if you know Chris Gale is a attacking batsman, and you say Chris Gale go there and make 32 runs off 33 ball, you have to say it's some instruction because that's not Chris Gale. No, Hope doesn't, but he's not a Chris Gale in any way. But if you see
Mm.
playing that, you have to say it's based on instruction, some tactical approach, whatever the purposeful reason for that, I don't know. But that's not Shea Hope batting. That's more of a chase. If we saw that, if you weren't watching the game and you heard that Chase and Hope was there and one of the batsmen made 32 in 33 ball, you would think that is Chase did it, not Hope.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't understand. It has
August, August,
Yes.
I want to ask you a question. What do you
Okay.
think about what do you think about Hetmyer dismissal?
You know, it's strange, right? Because what I saw on the screen, right, was a gap between bat and ball, right?
Mm.
And even Hetmyer, you saw the way he like walked back, right? And with his glove, he put his thumb in his forefinger and he said, you know, there was a gap. So I also saw a gap there. I don't know. To me,
Okay, so what do you the that was the one of the turning point in the game. Do you
I
think
think
it
so
really
too.
affected the West Indies batting, right?
110%. Because even if you look at the Crickbuzz panelists and ESPN Crick Info, they all said Hetmyer is the key wicket, absolute key wicket. And what made it worse was Rutherford. You know, one of the former batsmen didn't get going as well. So I still had hope when Hetmyer got out because I know Rutherford is also in good form. And also, man, you still had what's this other guy, man, the all-rounder?
Jason?
No, Jason, the other one that didn't bat. Forget his name now. Shepherd. Still, West Indies could have went harder, you know.
Yes, yeah, I agree with you because you know you have Shepherd, right? Coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But not only that.
Yes.
Usually, if you're going to set a innings, if you're going to bat first, I don't know. In my time, and I say my time, because I didn't play T20 format. It wasn't even in my time. But we could not have 6 wickets there and our quota 20 overs out. No, we could not. It has to be, if we're going to set the total, it has to be 6, 7, 8 wickets down. You see what Pakistan did, although for losing, Pakistan did, where they were something for 1 or something like that, and all out for 212.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would rather that happen where we lost wickets. I'm saying that we don't want that. Because there's no advantage in having the wickets there, the 6 wickets. It goes in the run rate is not important now. What I'm saying is that we're not only supposed to lose 4 wickets only and make 195. It should be 5 or 6 or 7. That's what I'm saying. Go at it. It doesn't matter if you're out. You're going to, the odd one will take the edge and go to third man boundary. It will take the edge and pass the keeper. It will lob and maybe they catch it. But be more risky. Not with 6 wickets in hand. That's the point I'm making.
That's what I was very confused about. Because why you could have definitely went harder, man. What are you preserving wickets for? You need to get going, you know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Preserving wickets.
It is true.
And another thing, guys. One more thing, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if you these guys are allowing Bumrah to bowl Yorkers. You know he's bowling a Yorker. He's doing it over and over and over again. Can you just come out a bit and upset his length?
That
You
you
know?
remember what I said earlier about turning the Yorker into full toss? You remember what I said
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
earlier? Yes, turn it into full toss.
But they're just allowing him to bowl. You're not upsetting his length. You can't stand there and let the bowler dictate to you.
I don't see why they preserve wickets.
Okay.
That's my
All right.
point.
Let's use this time to welcome Mario. Mario, welcome.
Yes, sir. Good night.
What's up, Mario? Talk to me about this game today, man. Oh, you see the game? Talk to me fast.
Now, before me talk about the game,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna lay this out based
Mm-hmm.
on the statement that I said earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year when West Indies played these T20 series, I'm gonna read the results out to you
Mm-hmm.
and everyone that's watching.
Talk up some more. Talk, yeah, low. Talk
Yeah,
up some more.
your voice is a bit low there.
You hearing me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
you hear a little better now.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm saying I'm just gonna lay these series out that we play leading up to the World Cup, and then you guys give me an honest assessment and tell me that you guys saw us making the semi-final.
Mm-hmm.
We played first up. It was Pakistan, right? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
checking. I'm starting with Pakistan. We played them in Florida, last 2-1. Then we played Australia in the Caribbean, last 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
Then we played before that, before those two series was England. We lost that. Lost to Pakistan 2-1. Lost to Australia 5-0. Lost to um, New Zealand 4-1. Lost to Nepal with a second string team 2-1. Lost to Afghanistan 2-1. Lost to South Africa 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
After everyone see those results, honestly, who had West Indies making the semi-final?
No,
Just
can
tell
I
me
say
that.
something? Can I say something to you?
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
that you're asking a question, you know, so answer a
Oh,
question if you see him. You see, yeah.
okay. You notice I commend them on the performance today and so on. I didn't. Someone commented in the chat that no one saw West Indies coming out of the making the Super 8. That I was responding to that. I said with the teams that are there, the lowest ranked teams, the caliber of teams that were in that group, I was expecting them to come out. That's what I said about. I didn't say semi-final and so on.
Okay,
I commended
okay,
them how they performed today and so on. I did commend them, but I had them coming out to the top 8. I was responding to the top 8, not to the semi-final.
okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
But
Before we, yeah,
Mario, based on this game today, I
mhm.
understand. And you say Australia defeat us 5-0, yes, Pakistan and so on. But they came to the World Cup and didn't play any good cricket, you know, those two teams, you know, Mario. They didn't play any good cricket, you know. But
And
based
that
on the game, based on the game that you saw today, yes, the West Indies have made it to the Super 8, and we have a chance. We are in a playoff with India, and we have a chance to make it to the semi-final. Based on the game that you saw today, in yourself, you don't think West Indies did have a glorious chance, a good chance of making it to the semi-final?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. So separate apart from, as I said, leading up to the World Cup, apart from us
Mm-hmm.
die-hearted fans who
Mm-hmm.
expect much of our team and still believe that yes, we can do something and make it to the knockout stages, right? Most people didn't have us to get to this part. Most of the established
Which
analysts
is
and
true.
other.
Which is true. Which is true.
And given that, further established that point, it was Bangladesh. Remember, it was Bangladesh initially before it was even Scotland.
Scotland.
Mm,
Yes.
Right.
mm.
So that even further strengthened the point that they were saying it, West Indies look daunting for them, right? However, we believe. So leave that aside now. As far
No, but,
as
but but let me say something. The 4 teams that are in the semi-final, you see, those were
mhm,
the 4 teams they predicted to be in the semi-final.
yeah,
The 4 teams that are in the semi-final, New Zealand, South Africa, England, and India, from before the competition started. Those were the 4 teams the commentators, analysts, and said were going
Oh,
to be in the semi-final.
I didn't know that. Australia was not there.
No.
Okay.
we have to look into, Lenny. These people,
Yeah.
Sir Lenny, these people orchestrate this start tournament for certain teams, because of TV rights and all of that. So the ICC basically plan things around them. Is just for a nation like us or a smaller nation to upset the planning, right? Because if you look at the preceding thing, that don't make no sense whatsoever. How can a team finish second and get the opportunity to face the weakest opponent? Them basically a highway ticket to the the semifinals. Look, you tell me if West Indies did they in a England group, would they have made the semifinal? I 100% believe that would have made the semifinal.
Yes.
But that's gone. You still have to play the cricket that is in front of you, right? Three things that cost us the game today. Shy Hope batting, that was 5.5 overs where you get 32 runs. And mind you, majority of his batting was in the power play. So that approach was a no-no, right? I just feel like he Hope the pressure, the mental part of it got the best of him today. He didn't find the balance between attack and stability, which normally he tends to do very well. But today, I don't know. He just didn't. The intent wasn't there, right? That first that done that cost was 20 runs. That would have made a difference. That 15th over that Hetmyer ball and gave away. Remember, we had two tight overs back to back. Both he bowled one with 3 and Chase bowled the first one before him, and the game was like 8. India needed like 80 something from 45 ball or somewhere there. All right, yes. That was a turning point again. When in the preliminary over, the second to last over, when he go back for Hetmyer again, I think he could have tried Matty Ford, because if you look at the earlier overs, Matty Ford tried a couple variation which almost got Samson out, right? And those were 3 critical points in the game where really turned the game in their favor. And Shea Hope field settings was off, because if you look, all of the guys were up on the ring, and they were trying to hide the ball outside half stump, and you don't have a cover point or a sweep.
Yes. You don't have the covering. You don't have anyone covering there. A sweeper down there.
Exactly. You remember when Chase come around? Yeah. You remember when Chase come around the wicket and was kind of,
swiveling it.
Right, trying to gesticulate that he needs somebody deep on the point, but and Hope reluctantly didn't make this field placing, and then Chase ball that full ball, and Samson just steer it right where he was asking the man to come around from.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like
Mario.
Yeah.
Mario, see if you talk, you're gonna look in depth and Chase. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna look at an Hope captaincy. We're gonna look on that, all right? Mario?
Currently ended, disrupted.
Not hearing you, Sir Lenny.
You hearing me now? Mario?
He's not hearing you.
Mario, huh? Are you hearing me?
He's not. So just
Mario, please, just come back, just reconnect, all right? I want to talk about Shea Hope captaincy. That game ends.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You are one of the people who said that West Indies should pack their bag from early. You say you give them 10%. And you in the chat this morning, you said you took away the 10. Talk to me about the game.
Well, as you know, I didn't start to watch the game until the last over where West Indies was batting. I know they won 95, was not a good score. When we get the 2 wickets in the power play, that was good. But once I see we couldn't get Sky and Samson, I saw the writing on the wall. I know in 2020 cricket, as the game continues, there's always going to be a twist. So then when we get 2 more wickets, I was like, okay, let me stay tuned. Coming down to over with Hetmyer, where we get, I think, 16 runs come out of the over. And then there was another over where Holder drop a catch. From the time I see that catch drop, I said, this is done. But we still had a chance. But from the time Hope gave that ball to Shepherd, you already know how I feel about Shepherd. Shepherd should be a batsman. He needs to stop ball. Right?
Yeah.
From the time he gave that ball to Shepherd, I turned off my thing and went and finished my work. And when I put it back on, I say, yep, exactly. Earlier, I had made a comment. Well, a comment that when you asked who you would give the last over to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holder was done, and I think he might have Shepherd. In fact, Holder was done and Hetmyer was done. So now you have a choice between Akil, Ford. Well, Shepherd ain't getting my ball at all. Okay, that is out of the way. I would have do something out of the ordinary. We done losing already. I given the ball to Rutherford or Powell. In there would I be surprised to see one of them guys bowling.
Oh.
You understand? Because
sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Think out of the box. Do something different. Because and I'm telling you, if Pollard was the captain,
he would have done.
He would have done. Yeah, because listen, you have nothing to lose. But from the time you give Shepherd the ball, you know you lost.
Mm.
Yeah, and and I don't have nothing against Shepherd, as I say. He needs to just concentrate on the batting. Stop ball. Don't just become a batsman. He could either bat in Test, one day, or 2020. But his bowling, I've seen too many times Shepherd bowling, even though he get hat-trick, all them kind of thing, that, so that was basically it. But, me, I personally, as you know, I wasn't surprised. So I didn't have no pressure on me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I wanted. Of course I would.
Get carried away with these bowlers getting a hat trick and getting, I would have said it in some podcast before. Mr. Lenny there would have recalled me saying that sometimes the quality of the wickets you get, not only that you got wickets, but sometimes it is your performance should be measured by the quality of wickets, what time of the game you got those wickets and all of those factors. They are supposed to be part of the equation in assessing a bowler's performance. Not only that they got 5 wickets. Yes, he got. But those wickets were when they were leaking out and they were trying to get runs, and as such they were high risk and they were careless. Or those 2 or 3 wickets that the bowler get was in the power play when they were cautiously and they still got them. And I would have said it. And
exactly.
I know that the host there have a soft spot for Shepherd. Each time Shepherd don't play, he would say, "Oh, they don't use Shepherd. Oh, they use no for the 1 over. Oh, a man will get 5 wickets and get a hat trick and so on." It can only be seen the face value. We have to look deeper into assessing it.
Let me add another twist to the game, right?
Right.
Once I saw we only lost 4 wickets, that was another indication to me that we were going to lose. We should have got bowled out or lost 9 wickets. Okay. 4 wickets. When you keep them wickets in hand, where you keeping them for next World Cup?
I believe Hetmyer Shepherd should have come on back. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you had to listen. In the last game against South Africa, right? They went hard, and they get bowled out. In this game now, you decide you're going to be cautious. Cautious for what?
I just don't understand it.
I mean, I know. Even like, in some games, you could retire out. Shea Hope should have retired out. And sending Shepherd, sending Ford, just, you had to Lego bat.
In my time, you know what we did? In my time, I don't know if it's allowed now. We retire how? We say we get injured, we can't continue. Just make the other batsman. Yes, in my time, I played cricket.
in
they
other
don't
leagues,
it's not allowed
listen,
now.
in other leagues in 2020, that I have seen it happen. Guys retired out. Yeah, it is a part of the game now.
Mm.
It don't make sense. You have reserve wickets there and only make 195. It must go 195 for 9 or all out, but not for 4 wickets. That's the point I'm making.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right.
All
So
right, let me pause and ask Agas this. Agas, you still here?
Yes, yes.
Treasure Max, I'm coming to you next. Agas, what would be a good score for the West Indies today?
You know, to be quite honest, right? Like I said, that 195 that they made, right? They had wickets in hand, which means only one thing in T20 cricket, right? Everybody knows that coaches, captains, all the teams over the world, leagues, you accelerate. There's no need to hold back. So I would have thought they could have definitely got, at that point, they could have definitely got over 200. They could have got maybe 210.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
210, and you feel 210 because I came down to the last over in 6 balls, 7 runs.
Yeah, exactly. And put together with the bowling, you know, they look at how many runs they gave away, which was unnecessary, you know. They could have really put India under severe pressure with that run rate actually shooting right up. And yeah, with Shepherd as well, the guys are right, you know. You know the South Africa game? Did you see he actually had heavy strapping on his knee? And they were talking about the injury. You know? So he's not even fit to bowl, to be quite honest.
I heard that he's injured from a long time.
Yeah.
So you have an injured player, and that's why some of the time when they don't play him is because he's not fit to bowl. And we were questioning why they don't. And that's another decision again on the coach's part or the captain's part. Maybe he shouldn't be there bowling.
Okay. Treasure Max, welcome.
Yeah, man, what's up?
I'm here. Talk to me about the game. You were on the live this morning. Say you smelled something. I don't know if it was victory or anything. Talk to me about the game today.
As I said before, it doesn't matter. I listened to everybody just talking just now. And it doesn't matter if 6 Brian Lara was batting for West Indies and 5 Vivian Richards. If we make 300 runs and we have a bowling unit, 350 runs bowling unit, we will never win a match. And, you know, no matter what you guys gonna say, they should have done this because wicket, that, blah, blah, blah. West Indies will not win no matter how much runs they make until they have a good bowling unit. That's what we don't have. India, Bamra and the guy that bowled the last 2 overcasts. I'm wondering if you guys was watching the match. The guys, they bowled, the batsmen couldn't do nothing. They got good ball. What you want the guys them to do? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
West Indies have to come good in all departments and they are not. They're consistent in this department and then the other one they're inconsistent. My last thing to you, I will take back my word of West Indies not being consistent. I am lying. They are the most consistent team in the world. They are consistent with inconsistency.
All right, I hear you. God, what was the score you're looking at this morning? What was the score? You say you watch your what? But what the last part of the West Indies inning? But what was the score you would say would you be comfortable with?
if you remember what I said last week or earlier, 250. If we don't make 250, that is what I would have been comfortable with. 250.
You don't feel you're stretching it, man?
Yes, we had to stretch it because we had to go hard because you know we don't have no bowling.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay then. You know,
You're so right. You're so right. You're so right that we don't have any bowling because people who said that it doesn't matter how much you make.
Our bowlers gone.
Yeah, if we have a good score there, we can put the opponents on a good attack. It has proven that if we have a good amount of runs there, the opponents are being placed on attack. And I don't think that any amount that is placed there, we can defend it. I don't subscribe to that. And it has proven that we can. It's just that we didn't have the amount that is there for us to defend.
No, well,
South Africa defend 187.
Exactly.
I'm just saying the point I was making is that if we had a good score there, we were able to defend it. We had 195 and we took them in the last over. So maybe if we had a 220. Let me finish.
We make 800. We make 8 runs more. Come on.
Hello.
Wait.
One person at a time, please. I don't interrupt, so you have to not.
Wait, one at a time.
One person at a time.
What are you saying, Errol?
Yes, I'm saying that I don't subscribe to that whatever amount we place there, we can't defend it because we don't have the bowler. We have proven that. We made 254 against Zimbabwe, and we defended that. So it's not. We made 1 against England, we defended it. So it's not a case where we don't have the bowling. Our bowling is weak. What we need is enough runs to put their opponents under pressure. So from ball 1, from over 1, from the power play, they have to go at it. And that make them vulnerable. They are risky, and as such, they are likely to bowl out the opponent. But it's not that we make 500 runs and we can't defend it. Nonsense.
Lenny, can I say something?
Yeah, man.
Errol, you remember how much runs West Indies made against Sri Lanka in the final that we won? See if you could remember how much runs we made. The first final that we won. You want me to tell you how much runs we made? We made 137. 137. And Sri Lanka had Jayawardeneh, they had Sangakkara, all them kind of man. And we defended 137. Because them time we had bowling that was feared. You could go back and check. I'm going to tell you, bowling is not dependable. And I don't know why you're saying that, because earlier you already mentioned that it doesn't seem as though we have the guys who get the training to bowl in the depth and all of that. We just have to accept bowling is not good. So whatever we put on the board, we're susceptible to getting it run down. You understand? And that is definitely the situation. Check all the other games. I remember one time we played a game in Florida against India and score maybe 241 and lose. That was in Florida sometime, maybe about 2-3 years ago. So we bowling have been suspect for a while. You understand? I tell you before, once we don't have no Ryan, no Badri, you need bowling, man. You need bowling that batsmen fear. They go say, you know what? These 4 overs, we go knock it around. Boom, boom, boom. We go target this one. Right now, we don't have that.
We don't have that. August, you
Yes.
We're gonna talk to me about Shea Hope captaincy. You watch West Indies game.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, as a captain as well, right? It starts from the beginning, right? Where you want to lead from the front, right? You know what kind of batsman you are. Even if, just say, hypothetically, the coach told you, listen, you need to play an anchor role. You got to tell him, hey, listen, this is not my job. I'm a fluent batsman, and this is a power play where I need to take it on, right? So that's why you're the captain, right? And then with regards to like his bowlers, the bowler rotations, I don't think he did well there. Like the guy said, he could have brought in a surprise bowler, because you could see the writing was on the wall, and Shepherd wasn't the man who could do the job. So yeah, that for me was just a surprise. I felt like he's just too, for me, he's just too like calm. He lets the game just slip away. He's not like really, trying something different. He's not that kind of captain.
Treasure Mark.
Yeah. We keep saying that we have wicket in
Treasure.
hand. Yeah, we keep saying that we have wicket in hand, and then they should make 200 and this, 200 and that. We have 10 wicket in hand, and Shea Hope wasn't going at it, and nobody's saying anything about. That's where it all begins. Shea Hope should have been going at it because we have wicket in hand then. Right? And I don't retract back on what I said. When I said something and I'm wrong, I just accept it. We are making too much excuses. Too much excuses. We have to hit the nail on its head. We are the people who is wrong. Just say they're wrong and don't try to find an excuse why they did what they did. If West Indies make 300, sir, runs and do not have the bowling to defend it, we are going to lose.
All right, Treasure, talk to me about the captain. The captain now, Shea Hope. Why you think of Shea Hope?
Shea Hope this morning, and that was like treason, conspiracy to some act. He should be tried right there and sentenced because
why do?
I said one time before to a very good friend, I said they should bring down Brandon King, open with Chase, and I got bashed. Oh, Chase gonna kill the game. Who killed the game this morning? Who killed the game? Tell me, who killed the game? Shea Hope killed the game in the power play. Kill the game. Even though the commentator said West Indies power play, this man was the best against India of all the teams so far because we make 40 plus without losing a wicket. No other team in the competition has done that against India in the power play. But
so Hope took away the hope.
We could have made 15 more runs in the power play if Shea Hope had gone at it. That's all I have to say. Man.
All right, thank you. Guys, what's there for Sammy? What's there for Sammy, Earl?
What is what?
What is there now for Sammy?
To think about his decision to lead to continue with the team. The people would have been saying that he has improved the performance of the team and so on over the last year or so, two. I don't know. Based on some blunders. And I said, apart from the selection, which I squarely on him, the selection, although he's a part of the selection panel with the captain and some other senior members of the coaching staff. The tactical approach there, in my view, it appears as if it is bent on Sammy's instruction. They're going to Sammy's instruction. And based on his utterances at press conferences and all these media briefings, I would have subscribed to that their approach is based on what he's giving them instruction. And they're those align with T20 cricket of the day. As I said, apparently the T20 format is slipping away from the West Indies, as did the test when we dominated the 50 over. The T20 seemed to be slipping away from them. I think the days when we hit ourselves into victory, sixes into victory, is no longer the case, where people can play tactical game as what India did. And as such, unless he improve on his awareness to the direction of T20 cricket, I think it's best to reconsider at the head of the West Indies coaching staff.
But what next for Sammy?
What next for Sammy is you need to give up the test if you're going to concentrate on ODI and 2020. I would give him a next chance. But the main issue right now with the West Indies 2020 team is with bowling. And unless we could get some bowlers who could take wickets, they're going to continue the same way because we cannot bat teams out of games all the time because everybody have batting from one to wherever. So when we were doing well with the two 2020 titles that we won, I go back to it again, we had bowling. And that's what we need to find now. We need to find bowlers who could take wickets or who could keep runs down. You see, I was looking at Hetmyer Springer, right? And he was not a player that I thought had what it takes to be a good 2020 bowler, right? But then when they bring him in some games, he showed some variety that works. So he could have been a very interesting prospect that we could have brought to this tournament. Because he might have been one. Because I remember he bowled some dead overs, and he did pretty well. And I am seeing that from afar. I don't know why Sammy couldn't see that too. You know, and we need youngsters to come in. That is one of the reasons why I always say Johnson Charles should never have been on this team. And as I told you earlier today, I don't think Johnson Charles is going to talk to Sammy again. Because of what Sammy did to him today with Chase. Because if you're gonna bring in a pinch hitter, and I am a opener, and you ain't give me a play, what is that telling me? So I think Johnson go retire. He might still play some franchise cricket, but he day is done.
All right, August. August. Oh, August is not with us. Okay. Chacha.
Yeah.
Boy. What next for Sammy?
Well, Sammy should the same plane that Johnson Charles take to leave. He should leave on that plane too.
What you mean? So Sammy, but people will say improve the team and so on.
Just let me say this one thing, Os.
Yeah, man.
When you're building a house, you have 5 different people, set of people. You have the plumber, the mason, the carpenter, the electrician, and the laborers. Right? Sammy bring a mason down there to do a carpenter work because they both can work off measurements. You get what I'm saying? Because Springer should have down there instead of Johnson Charles. Right? But Johnson Charles being down there, he got paid all the way. So Johnson Charles shouldn't kill Sammy because Sammy still put the money in his pocket. We need to work on our bowling. We need to work on the bowling. No matter what nobody want to tell me, it's the bowling. And if you're going to have a practice match against other country coming up to a tournament and the people who perform cannot find a place on the team, it makes sense you call people out of them bed to go play the cricket. It's simple.
All right. August, you are back with us, August?
Yes.
Let's ask you now, as a South African. You see yourself in the finals already. You have New Zealand.
Yeah, definitely in the finals.
Huh?
Definitely in the finals.
You're definitely in the finals. You defeated them already. You are very, very strong. Talk to me. How you see that?
See what? The finals?
No, how you see that matchup with New Zealand again?
Look, if you see the stats, it's like New Zealand. It's like I think we beat them like 5-1 now in World Cups. You know, so and also I just think we got a very confident, a very strong, very focused side. Like I said, and as the tournament progressed, they actually elevated my confidence in them, you know.
So,
So yeah,
you believe strongly that the cup going South Africa this year?
I don't see why they can't win it. If they don't, they only got themselves to blame. They have the confidence, they have the momentum, they have the side. And I tell you that win against India, right? That win against India, that was a real mental block that they needed to break.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when they broke that, the back of India there and beating them at that kind of margin, you know, that should have definitely given them the confidence. Hey, we can go all the way. Because I think only India stands in their way now. You know.
Yeah. And then England, India. Who would you prefer to be in the final playing again?
I would prefer England. If you look at when it comes to form, the way the teams have been performing, you know, England would be, I think, the easier matchup.
Okay. Than the Indians, and with the Indians and the crowd behind them and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, with regards to the crowd, you saw even in that game, there was a record number of crowds. But you see, because of the South African players, they play so much of IPL, you know, and even SA20, you know, obviously not the same as IPL, but they've been playing under packed stadiums, you know. So I don't think that's going to affect them much.
Okay. Thank you. So Errol, do you think West Indies need to start look for new people, start to refresh the team? Jason Ola is 30-yard, Hope 30-yard. The World Cup will be in the next 2 years. The ODI is next year. Hope, Chase, Rutherford, all those are 30-year-old players. Do you think that we should start a rebuilding process now or stay with them for the next World Cup?
Yes, we have to start rebuilding. As I said, the questions were asked of the selection, the squad that went there. He's saying that it's a blend of experience. And most of these players, if you notice, they complement in terms of the composition of the other teams. I mean, a few of them, maybe a third of them are over 30 and so on. Some of these players are in their 20s. The West Indies have most of their players, I think, a lot of, maybe half of their players were 30 and over. Some of them 36, 37, and all of that. And I think it's a rebuilding phase. The fact that Sammy chose to do that in terms of his selection down there and so on, maybe two in Samson and some of these players, and he didn't use them. Not only that he brought them, probably it's just to expose them to the atmosphere, to the not the condition, because certainly didn't play. So I don't know what his plan is, if he's going to continue as the head coach, but it doesn't augur well for West Indies cricket, because apparently and I can say apparently based on what he did in this tournament, he brought them, he didn't play them in a game that was of academic interest only to him and the West Indies. And as such, he brought them there, took them back. And if that's the approach that is going to take, it's not good for West Indies cricket going forward. But they need to rebuild. The rebuilding phase has to start. And if he's going to be a part of it, then I don't know. But they have to rebuild now. Look at new players with a view to going forward and competing at the highest level. Well, that's where they belong. That's the only format, or one of the format they are competitive in, and they're losing it. And unless they do that, take that approach, it's going to continue on a downward trajectory.
Got rebuilding. I go with the same Jason Ola, Rutherford, and so on.
No, as I'll say, we need some new blood. I mean, some of those guys can still be around, but we need experience and youth, because without youth, the cricket is not going to go anywhere. But I wanted to say something also. I don't know if you remember which team I say was going to win the World Cup, but I'm going to remind you. England. That is who I think of. That is who because
South Africa.
England could beat anybody.
Oh, okay.
Right? And right now, you remember I had said that England escaped? And now they're playing some good cricket and they have the winners. They have the players who can do it. They have the bowling and they have the batting. And I'm expecting them to be in the final. And then we take it from there. I would love to see South Africa win, don't get me wrong. But England is a very dangerous team. They're very dangerous. So basically, but getting back to the point of rebuilding, yeah, we definitely need to have a mixture of experience and young players so we can, continue on. Without that, the cricket ain't going nowhere.
Okay. So talking about the semi-final, people, Wednesday, South Africa versus New Zealand, and on Thursday, India versus England. So the semi-finals are set. Unfortunately, West Indies is not in the semi-final. It is what it is. We're not gonna stay long tonight. I'm telling you, I'm actually closing off at 11 o'clock in the next 4 minutes. Trust me. So
Yo.
Cheja.
Yeah.
Cheja, give me your final words as we close out this segment.
Yeah, we have to wheel and come again.
New people.
Wheel and come again. We have to get some new people. We have to get rid of some of the people. Not to just throw them to the curve like that, but respectfully let them realize that it's time for us to move on and for us to get to where we really wanna go. We have to get these people in and start to get them blending in the right and proper way. And most of all, we have to find a nice 4-prong bowling unit. You can come in with some half-time bowler, spinner, or some medium pacer, but you need like at least 4 good bowler that you can rely on, and get them there, and after that you can work on the rest of the players like the batsmen, opening, middle order, and probably a year to a year and a half we might have a good, not the best but a good West Indies team for the next World Cup.
Sir Errol, as I said, we close in 11 o'clock. Give me your final words as we close this segment.
Well, good run by the West Indies. I like they were competitive today, and so that's what I would have liked in the South Africa game, but albeit that it came late. They performed well. They fact that they competed for the semi-final berth mean that they were above expectation. The fact that they were able to complete for a semi-final spot. So it means that they exceeded expectations. Going forward, the West Indies going to have to rebuild. With the semi-finals coming up, England, as I said, they would have played their worst game when they played West Indies, and they're on an upward trajectory. They are playing better each game. They are playing better cricket, and I know they will be. I figured that they will be in the final. As to South Africa, I had South Africa as the team that is most likely to win it, but it's going to be a toss-up with them and England, as I think those two teams will be in the final.
Okay. Got.
Yes, sir.
Tell me your final words on who you think will make it to the final and take it.
Well, as I told you before, I expect England and South Africa to be in the final, and I can't change my word right now, so I'm going to stick with England. But The thing about that is, I am not watching no more cricket until West Indies play again. I done with that.
I
So
have an idea about that.
I am just going to see the scores. Me, I done. I taking a rest. So
I
with that,
have an idea about that.
yeah, me, I
I
think
see a lot of persons, not you alone. Not you alone, I tell you. Agas, you here with us?
Yes.
Agas, South Africa went to the final the last time,
Mm-hmm.
2024, and they lose. They lost.
Yeah.
Agas, what this will mean for the country? Tell me or what it will mean for the cricket. You know, see no more this.
Man, it would be absolutely humongous because I mean, we never won, you know, a white ball World Cup, you know. So that's gonna be huge. There'll be like so much of celebrations because you know our rugby team has been winning World Cups like just like so many years now, and it's just our cricket team. It hasn't been getting over the line. So yeah, it'll be huge celebrations, huge celebrations.
Youth celebration. Chacha, you not hear me? Chacha?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Final word before we close this section. Chacha.
Lenny, where's Marcus tonight? What happened to Marcus tonight?
Marcus is a churchman, you know, big in his church. So he's supposed to be at church. Maybe there's a reason you're asking for him because Marcus said they were going to play 3 matches and come home, and you said you give them 10%. So I don't know why you're asking.
Well, no, me and Marcus, we were on the same plane going home. You remember we said that?
Yeah. So I mean, he's a big church man, so I tell you that may be one of the things why you're not seeing him tonight.
Oh,
I can tell you that. Yeah.
oh, okay. All right.
But as I said, it's 2 minutes after 11. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. You have to stay tuned because, Sir Errol, we know we have a lot of West Indian fans. You have to make the decision and we have to talk. Should we continue until the tournament finish or should, I don't know. I'm not making any decision now. Right?
I think we should, as I said, the cricket, the guys here, where they are from South Africa, India, wherever they are, we are cricket fans, all right? And albeit that our teams did not perform as we would love to, the passion is there. We are compassionate, about our team, but we love cricket. I think cricket is one that is embedded in our psyche. Yeah. And as such, we should continue having a platform where we can discuss this lovely game called cricket, irrespective of West Indies there or not. Yes, the focus will not be on the West Indies. Maybe here and there we can insert certain things about the West Indies and their performance, but it's for the World Cup. It's for cricket. The overarching theme is cricket, and if we take it that way, we should continue with these podcasts.
So Lenny, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. As Errol say, I agree with him, even though it's painful to me. And then Agas have been, a guy who comes on and thinks so. Maybe because of him.
Yes, there.
Because of him.
I that came to my mind. Say, oh my, we're gonna leave Agas out in the cold now.
So we won't do that.
So because of him, I go stick around.
Yeah, man, that came to my mind. Agas.
We have to support him.
Yeah.
Agas is there.
Guys, that is big respect for you guys, man. I don't even know what to say.
Yes.
I got a huge smile on my face now, man. You guys actually made my day now.
When I say that, I was confident. I say, South Africa is there. Agas is there with us. They'll be nice and so on,
We're going to cricket. Yeah.
So we go support him.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, guys, so much, more than you guys know. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, man. Listen, sometimes I just been looking forward to this. It's like, I really enjoy this thing. So we go, we keep it going.
Yeah. So guys, look out. We going to until the World Cup finish. tomorrow night, Tuesday, we are forward to look to South Africa versus New Zealand. Wednesday night we come with results, and Thursday we have who we have England. England. Boy, I nearly say West Indies. England, India. Yeah. So we have cricket, and then Sunday is the big final. All right.
Yeah, I say something.
Yeah.
Before they close, I have someone would have mentioned in the chat. I mentioned, I think, on one of your watch along, that if you're going to include other content after World Cup, if you're going to, I think it augurs well for your brand, for your content, your Island Up in Sports. It's not confined to cricket, as you know, but what I mean to broaden that, to generalize the scope in which you interact on your using this medium. It will be good for you on your to add value. Whereas the T20 World Cup here adds some value to your channel, incorporating other areas of sports in it, and so will most likely add value to your channel and make it grow. So I think it's something that either you and I can talk, or you can think about and then extend on that.
Yes, man.
That's what I asked him that, Errol. I asked him that question.
It was him. It was him. I didn't realize it was you. Yes, good question.
And the reason is I've seen this channel grow, you know.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot more to this, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Keep it up for you. The ball is in your court, Mr. O's. The ball is in your court.
Yeah, man. Definitely. We're gonna talk to Errol. Altena. That's it. Altena. Sri Lanka women in West Indies. Yes. That is one area that I do not. I think I did one time I did something talk about West Indies, about the female West Indies women. One time. But trust me, I follow it. I do the matches and I follow it. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna bring that to you. We have CPL coming up, Jamaica franchise. I have a video making for that, you know, because none of you can beat the Jamaica franchise, you know. So we're excited about yes, man, we're excited about that. And I have in the summer, I have cricket to go at Sabina Park. So Jamaica Talawa, I don't know the name as yet. It's in the news that we want back our Jamaican players. So Russell, who is in Trinidad, they want him to come home. Ravman Powell believe in, where's Ravman? Somewhere not St. Lucia, somewhere St. Kitts. So we want him to come home. So exciting thing. Then people, as I said, cricket is Island Up in #1. So we do with cricket, we talk everything, but when it comes to cricket, it's a different thing. And you know, I still have love for our sport.
Yeah, but Lenny, can I just ask you another question too? When you talk about the women, what's up with the women, man? Today I saw some scores. I was like, what? I mean, right now it's I can't take it, man.
No, they get a whopping. They get a whopping.
They get a I mean, Haley Matthews. You know. Yo, I don't know, man. We need to something wrong with the women cricket, because without Haley, well, Dutton she done, Taylor like she done, and we can't bring no new ones, man. It's just terrible.
It's the same thing that is happening with the females, you know. The Stephanie Taylor Dutton and so on is going out, and we can't find the
yeah, we Button is terrible, man. Jesus Christ. I tell you, because no, I just check it out too, and I'm like, man.
I follow it a lot. I mean, I right across the board I do. When it comes to West Indies cricket, right across the road. Delta and Porter, what go on? First you come in here. What you say, Warriors? Who's the Warrior again? Trinidad Night Guyana Warriors. Oh,
yes, Guyana. Yeah.
What's on the Jamaica franchise this year? Guys, thank you for being here. As I said, we always have topics. So we'll be here tomorrow. Tuesday, as I say, we come and we look on the South Africa. And we follow Aga's journey and we follow right back. Sunday, it will be the finals. Don't ask me who will be in the finals. I think it's South Africa Cup to lose. But South Africa, I don't want to say they're a choker.
Well, no. Listen, you remember, right? Listen, South Africa, they win the Test Championship. So sometimes when you see you get one trophy, you just get two. So
West Indies did it. Remember West Indies did that?
Exactly. West Indies win the 2020 with the women and the under 19. So Agas, it's on your watch. We rooting for you. We want South Africa to.
I appreciate that, man. You know, and the thing is, you're right, guys. You know, it's in South Africa's hand. The talent is there. You know, it's just a mental block, you know, that they need to get over. That's the only thing stopping them.
Agas, but listen, there are two chokers playing, you know. New Zealand is also.
He said South Africa has never beaten New Zealand. Is it true that South Africa has never beaten New Zealand in a
World Cup knockout game?
Yeah. I think that is true. I think that is true.
Right away, you're back against the wall, Agas.
Yeah, but like I said, man, this team has given me confidence. It's a different team now. You know, it doesn't look like the same team that used to be called the Chokers. You know, so they look focused.
India, New Zealand final. Okay, Cheja, what you say? India, New Zealand. Guys, thank you so much. We running. We'll talk. You will see us. We're still here. Come over here. West Indies is out, but we still talk about West Indies cricket. Talk about and close out the World Cup. All right. We have time, and the analysts are ready, and we'll talk again.
Hey, Lenny, let me ask you one more question before we go.
Yeah.
Are you going to make it to the World Cup football?
No. I have to work. Apparently, maybe my manager may be making it.
No, I mean the Jamaica. Are they going to go through?
No. Well, they have two. Yeah, we have two games left. Well, one or two.
We keep our fingers crossed. We think we can beat New Caledonia, but DR Congo will be a problem. So we have two matches. So if we get past New Caledonia, which I think we can, we have DR Congo. That's the problem. But
our senior team is not performing well at all. But the junior teams are performing.
Coming in and so on. I'm not paying too much attention over there now. I think the first match is on March 26th.
Oh, okay.
I'm in this World Cup now and so on, and daytime I have to be doing a lot of reading across to get information. But I will jump over there when it's time.
All right. Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
And respect. Everybody take care. See you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. You take care.
Okay. Bye-bye. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again.
All right.
Take care, man.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.